Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share my experience traveling to another country. I will talk about my trip to Argentina, what I visited, the cultural differences I noticed, and how we can show respect when we travel. For me, traveling is not just visiting new places, it's a way to learn, meet new people, understand different traditions. Um, Last year, I traveled to Buenos Aires, Argentina, with my family during my vacation. It was my first time going to Argentina, so I was very excited. We took a plane from Lima to Buenos Aires, and the flight took around 4 hours. When we arrived, the city felt big, very big and modern, but with a lot of history. First, we visit the Plaza de Mayo, the main square in Buenos Aires. There we saw the Casa Rosada, which is the presidential palace, and the Metropolitan Cathedral. It's a beautiful church. Then we walk along Avenida de Mayo, where the architecture looks European, with many old and elegant buildings. Another day, I remember we went to see the obelisco, one of the most famous monuments of the city. We took many pictures there and walked along Avenida Corrientes, full of theaters and pieces. My favorite place was La Boca. A very colorful neighborhood. Houses are painted in red, yellow, green, and blue. There were tango dancers in the street, musicians playing, and artists selling paintings. We also went to Caminito Street, a famous spot for tourists. Finally, we visited Puerto Madero, a modern area near the river. It was nice to walk near the water and see the Puente de la Mujer, a very original bridge. At night, the place was full of lights and I had a great atmosphere. Well, in the cultural difference, in Argentina, I noticed many interesting cultural difference. First, the way people speak Spanish, very unique, is a different accent. Uh, they use both instead of two and pronounce the double L like sound like sh. At beginning, it was hard to understand, but little by little, I got used to it. Second, people love to drink mate, a traditional tea. I saw people drinking it everywhere, in parks, at work, even even while walking. It was new for me, and one day I tried it. It was a little bitter, but very interesting. Uh, Third, the lunch and dinner times are later than my country. Many restaurants open for dinner after 8 p.m. and people eat until very late at night. Finally, I noticed that people are very passionate about football. I saw many people wearing shirts, Boca Juniors or River Plate, and when they talk about football, they get very excited. Respecting other cultures, when we visit another country, it's very important to show respect. For example, learn and use local expressions. In Argentina, I try to say thank you, gracias, or please, por favor. Even use both like locals. People really appreciate that I made the effort. For example, when someone offered me mate, I accept and tried it, even if I was not used to it. Um, It's very important to be polite with photos. For example, in La Boca, I asked before taking pictures of tango dancers, and some even smiled and danced for the camera. These small actions made my experience better and showed that I respect their culture. Finally, the conclusion for me, my trip to Argentina was a wonderful experience. I learned about history, culture, food, and how people live in another country. Traveling taught me that we can always discover something new and that respecting local traditions helps connect with other people. I returned home with great memories, new friends, and better understanding of the world. Thank you for listening.